Hey, this is Deepak here, and in this video, I want to talk about productivity. So, this is the first video I'm taking from our new office, and you can have a look at our new office here. So, we just got started with this office a few weeks back, and I think it's a pretty good place to make videos considering the lighting is very good. A little bit of noise outside because it's in a busy main road, but I hope my audio is pretty clear here. So let's talk about productivity. So a lot of people study productivity, but the problem with the whole concept of productivity is that there are just too many different people telling too many different techniques for being productive. And end of the day, to get something done, you need some willpower, you need some energy. And what will happen is that if you try to follow a particular system, and if that system is not going to work for you, then you are not going to really use that productivity system to scale up and maximize your productivity, right? So I will tell you what works for me, and this might not work for you. So I don't really like planning things, and a lot of people would say not planning things is like planning to fail and things like that. But what I generally feel is that as long as you have some kind of forward momentum, and as long as you keep moving forward with your work and do all the important things that is required, then you are going to be successful in one way or the other. And it also depends on the nature of the work, right? Like, for example, right now we are not proactively running the agency with a lot of clients. We did kind of took a break from it to focus on other things like our education programs and everything. And the agency is something that we will start again. And even if we start the agency again and take it to full speed, then I might not be involved like a CEO of the agency like I was earlier. So when I was running the agency, I had timelines. I had to have client meetings. So I had to manage a calendar. So I can't waste others' time, right? But I don't like managing calendars because let's say you have a meeting at Thursday 11 a.m. Thursday 11 a.m. I might not feel like working. And it happens to me many times. Throughout the day, I don't feel like working. And when I don't feel like working, I don't work. So, right now, the nature of the work that I am doing, which is content creation, writing blog posts, creating content, and interacting with students inside community, and maybe strategizing on the business, learning something new. All this does not require that it has to follow a calendar schedule, right? So I keep working whenever I feel like working, and I create content whenever I feel like creating content. And the work has a tendency to become an asset, right? Whatever I work on, I want it to be an asset. If I write a blog post article, even after 5 years, somebody could discover that blog post and maybe derive value out of it. This particular video, even after 10 years, somebody could look at this video and derive value out of it to understand how I try to be productive, right? So this means that I create the work in such a way that I love what I am doing, and even if it is a Sunday, I would sit and write a blog post. Even if it is a Saturday, I might sit and create like a course video. Sometimes on a Wednesday or a Thursday, I don't feel like working, and I take off and I just watch TV, I relax, I take a walk in the park, and I get recharged. So the idea is that just like your car, you keep driving the car, and once the fuel goes down, you recharge the fuel, and then you keep driving the car. There is no schedule to your car, right? You don't say that, hey, I will use the car from this time to this time. Sometimes you just want to go out. You suddenly decide that, hey, let's go out to a restaurant or let's go to a vacation. You fill up fuel in the car and you go. So similarly, I keep working until I get exhausted, either physically or mentally, and I keep taking rest until I get recharged. And once I am recharged enough, relaxation, listening to music, reading a book, watching a movie, spending time with friends, these are pretty much all the things I do. And once that recharging happens enough, I feel like, okay, now I can get productive again. Then I would go and get productive. Like, for example, right now it's around 3 o'clock on a Friday. It's a working day. But today morning, work productivity wise, I was not very productive. I was running late for my routines, and I was a little bit sleep deprived, so I took a nap. I went for my gym, I went for my exercise, and then I came back. And sometimes, water doesn't come for no reason. So the water was not coming. I had a 1 hour free time. I was just doing something. I was just checking some stats, not doing much productive work, checking social media and stuff, watching a few YouTube videos. And then I took a shower. Then I came to office, and I have not done a lot today morning. But I do feel recharged because I have not been doing any productive work related to work too much. And since I felt like, okay, there is some level of energy, let's create this video for my YouTube channel. So this is how I work. I keep working until I get exhausted. I keep relaxing or taking rest until I have recouped enough energy to feel like working again. And to create such type of atmosphere, it takes a little bit of effort, because obviously I was 5 years in corporate jobs, and in pretty much all the corporate jobs, I was having to stick to a schedule, right? Monday to Friday, morning to evening meetings. And sometimes I would feel sleepy in the meetings, but I had to go get a coffee. And I used to even smoke a little bit here and there, because it would give a little bit of energy, but I don't do that anymore, thankfully, and I've got out of that habit completely. So my health was also affected. I was not working out enough, I was not exercising enough, I was not motivated enough, and I really felt that that whole corporate atmosphere was not fit for me, because there are people who like to work in a structured calendar. If you look at their calendar, pretty much every day in their calendar will be like filled up, right? And every day, morning to evening, 5 meetings, 6 meetings. Sometimes people even like to put, if they want to work on something, they like to put it on the calendar. Okay, this 1 hour I will write a blog post and things like that. For me, it doesn't really work, because what if I don't feel like writing a blog post in that particular pocket of time? So that is how I work. This is my productivity secret. I love working. I love creating content. I love working on my business, and I keep doing it as long as there is energy, and I will keep doing it as long as I have enough energy to do it in the future also, right? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I will keep doing it until I die, and I'm pretty sure that I'll be sitting and creating content like this for my subscribers even one day before I die. Let's say I'm 95, and 94 years old may also, I think I will be creating content, because I absolutely love doing it. So getting a sense of passion for your work really is very important, and that is something that you need to think about, whether you can afford to work like me. And if you really want to work like me, then put efforts into creating that right environment, start a business or whatever you need to make sure that you can afford to work like that. So I hope you liked this video, and I will be making more videos like this now that we have an office, pretty good bright lights all around, and when there is no distraction, I will sit and make videos like this. So go ahead and put your questions in the comments box if you want me to answer more questions, and we will talk about that. See you in the next video. Bye bye.